Hey folks, my name is Ben and I'm going to show you Bmoria, one of my favorite things. This is a preview and this is, I'm going to try to demonstrate as many of the new things in the game as possible. It's going to take a while. This is beta software. It could crash. One of the things I'm demonstrating could simply not work. Or things could look funny, look a little wrong. So, yeah. I'm going to use wizard mode a lot, and there are a few bugs in that. So I can duplicate, so I can reproduce, so I can preview, demonstrate these features. Okay, first up, Bmoria is Moria. It's the same races and classes, same monsters, same overall goal, trying to kill the Balrog, and the same key commands. All those are the same, but what's new? All the old monsters are there, but we have new monsters and new behaviors. Some of them act differently. New items and ways items can interact is new. New town, a little bit different. And new rooms in the dungeon. Anywhere targeting, which is a big change. And color and UTF. So that's what's new on a broad sweep. This presentation will be in 5 parts. First, we'll build it and we'll just take an initial look. Then we'll look at the light-related changes, light sources and stuff. Then we'll look at changes that make the game more difficult. And then we'll look at changes that make the game easier. Hopefully those kind of balance out. And lastly, we'll look at everything else. So there you go. Without further ado, let's start with part 1, building an initial view. And there's what we're going to be looking at. First things first, let's build it. And this is just the standard way to build anything on Linux that's written in C. Do. Looking at the PDF there. Color is going to be easy to spot. UTF-8 will be fairly easy to spot. Main screen overhaul. The screen looks different. I know I've said all this before, but I want to do a full video to bring everybody up to speed. It's been a year or so. Initial look at things, give extra info, so that's for beginners. We have a tavern in the town. And items now have descriptions, so we'll look at all those things in part number 1. Okay, we're built. That's not going to work. Okay, let's play, shall we? Here it is, Bmoria. You can see the color right off the bat. That's me there, Ben Horst, along with Ben Shadwick, who has helped out immensely. I kind of do the coding and he kind of keeps me honest. Saying, that's not quite done yet, or, I have this thing where I want to finish a bug. I want to just finish it. And he's like, nah, you're not done. That's what I mean by keeps me honest. Yeah, have you thought of this? Have you thought of that? Or that's just, you just took a shortcut and it's bad. So anyway... yeah, that happens sometimes. Alright, we'll just make a new elf character here. Doesn't matter. Okay, first off, you see the helper text. Do you want to use the roguelike command set? No. And this is beginner stuff. Great, you are the @ symbol on the screen. 8 moves north. Yes, it does. 6 moves east. Yes, it does. And so on. First thing you should do is wear the stuff in your pack. You can also gain some magic spells. Alright. And then when you're ready, go to the stairs. Pretty cool, eh? So, at a glance, what's new? Well, there are 7 buildings. That's the 7th would be the tavern. This whole main screen looks different. We have this over here, hands. This is what we have wielded. So we can just wield a dagger right? And there it is. We can't fit the full name for dagger stiletto, but we fit enough of it. And the idea is, hopefully, when we have a shovel wielded, it will be kind of obvious, and our eye will be kind of drawn to it. And yeah, that will fix that whole bug of I've been hitting this ant with a shovel for ages and nothing's happening. So that's cool, right? Over here we have a new thing called advance. That is the number of experience points needed to advance the level. So we have level, experience points, and then advance. Hit points, mana, AC, and gold are all pretty much the same. Hit points will turn a special critical color of red when it gets pretty low, and the background will be red, so it'll be like super obvious that we're about to die. And that's another kind of visual hint that you can just zone out when playing the game, right? And we want to have that red to snap you out of it. Then we have the stats. The stats are pretty much the same, except when one gets dwindled, it turns a different color and a star goes beside it. So that when you go to your character screen, you can see over here what the maximum is, see how far it's dwindled. Cool, eh? And look at those colors. I used a program called Agave, A-G-A-V-E, to pick out complementary colors. I think it looks really nice. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. And it's pretty here too. So yeah, that's color for you. It's everywhere. The objects are colored in the text of their object. Like Angband. This is solid 1995 technology, folks. Did I mention that? So yeah, don't there's nothing too amazing here. So yeah, it's everywhere, like I said. Yeah. The initial look at things gives extra info. That's what we're on now. So if we just kind of move around and look at this tavern, you see the entrance to the tavern. To visit a store, just step on it. So that's extra. That to visit a store, just step on it. If I look at it again, you see the entrance to the tavern. So the idea is that you look at something once and it gives you that little help and then you never see it again. And that's called assistive text. It's over here. Somewhere around here there's, display extra help for new players. Turned on by default. Cool, eh? So, the next thing I'm going to show you the items have descriptions business. So, look. And then you can say look in a direction or inventory. Or you can go into your inventory and you see this little L here. That means look. So instead of looking out, we can look in, examine our stuff. So we say look at the challenge medallion. This medallion is given by townsfolk to adventurers for agreeing to slay the Balrog. We've already agreed. Before we started the game, this happened. It is a circle of sandstone on a wide red ribbon engraved with the words, "For the hope of a better age." It weighs 0.1 pounds. It is for wearing around your neck and may or may not confer some sort of magical ability. The other Ben and I, we talked a lot about this. Like, should there be a magical ability for the challenge medallion? Or is it just a thing? I think it's just a thing. And there you go. So, we can look at the cloak. Oops. Look at cloak. The cloak is made of a rough weave of cotton, dyed dark brown. Now I'm doing a voice. It fastens around your neck with a single black wooden button and extends to just above your knees. It weighs 1 pound. Bug. It weighs 1 pound? Bug. If I could write it down, I would. Maybe I should. Don't mind me, folks. Done. Okay, and it is worn on top of your armor. It's like that for everything. Everything has a little description. It's just theater of the mind stuff. That's all it's meant to be. Let's look at that magic book. That'd be cool to look at, right? So there's browsing the magic book where you're reading it. Then there's looking at it, which you're just looking at the book. So the book has a cover of black leather with a single circle of gold embossed on it. The pages are made of ordinary paper, and the ink is a very dark green color. It weighs 3.0 pounds. Maybe it should say just 3 and not 3.0. Magic books are for mages, rogues, and rangers to cast spells from. This book can be browsed, and periodically you can gain a new spell by studying it. Experience points are gained by casting new spells. So that's a little helper text right there. If I look at it again, that probably goes away. No, it's still there. It's still assistive text. Pretty cool, eh? All right, now the thing you've been waiting for, the tavern. I get the feeling I've said all this before, but the tavern I know is new. We're in a tavern. It's Gornor the barkeep, a half troll. He has a lot of stuff for sale to eat. We don't really want to eat. We can listen for rumors, or we can do some gambling. Let's do some gambling. Welcome to the over and under dice game, where we roll 2 dice, says Gornor the barkeep. What will the dice add up to? So this is where you can make some money. The dice are going to add up to over, under, or exactly 7. I'm going to bet over. Over. Hit O for that. I'm going to bet 100 gold pieces because I'm an idiot. The dice roll. I won 100 gold pieces. All right. Cool, eh? Now I'm going to bet on exactly 7. But I'm not going to bet so much. I'm going to bet 20 gold pieces. And I lost. You lost 20 gold pieces. Anyway, you can go back to the table. That's how that works. Now we're going to listen for some rumors. What's going to happen? When he peed on my leg and insulted my dear mother, I saw red. And I think that's exactly what he wanted. Iggy is a real piece of work. So yeah, the rumors are there to kind of elucidate the rest of the game. Yeah, and that's elucidating evil Iggy. So you get way down to the bottom, and you will know what that rumor is about. Pretty cool, eh? I hit escape twice, and I'm out. Okay, that concludes part 1. Part 2, light-related changes. For this, I'm going to have to instantiate some objects and become a wizard in wizard mode. So let's do that. And here's what we're going to look at. More light source items. So there's more different things you can carry that have light. Resting no longer consumes light, which was a dumb thing to begin with. Who really wants to play a game where you have a little bit of an advantage if every time you sleep you take off your lantern and have an extra spot for it? And who wants that? No one wants to play a game like that. That's like, it's not like Cuphead. It's like just dumb. And this game had that going on. Which is sad. Anyway, that's fixed. Monsters can carry light sources, or they can be just imbued with light. We'll see that. And stores have lit entrances at night. How about that? That'll be interesting. So first things first, more light source items. I'm in wizard mode, so I can instantiate objects, which is fun. But I want to instantiate one of these new light source objects right now. To do that, I need to know its number, so bear with me here. And treasure tables. Lantern. Large brass lantern. That's new. That's a new one, folks. And its code is 338. Got it? $338. Boom. You picked up a nearly empty large brass lantern and put it inside your pack at slot G. Light sources are for illuminating the dungeon's dark places. To turn on a light source, you have to wear it. Without light, you can't see where you're going or read from your spell books. And then what will you do? Good question. So, because we're a wizard, we can just go on down. Let's go to level 15. And it's kind of dangerous for us here, so we're going to level up real quick. To level up, we gain experience somehow with Control J. That's not working, is it? It's turning on searching. Well, that's bad. And that just crashes the game. Frig. Where am I? I'm here. Darn it all. That's a bug. We got bugs going on, folks. That's gonna suck. There's the nearly... There, we put it on and you can kind of see. See how it's 2 forward now? Huh? So the large brass lantern is bigger and it gives off more light. Well, this is going to suck if we can't actually level up. We can't do Control J to gain experience. And we can't hit equals to go into the options. We got bugs. Resting no longer consumes light. I don't have to show you that. Stores have lit entry. I can show you that, but I'm going to have to rest. Let's go to level 1 where it's safer for us. I'm going to rest like 3,500 turns. And yeah, when I come back, it'll be nighttime in the town. Snap my fingers. There, you're getting hungry. Let's go to the town. Ah, weirdness going on here. Okay, what am I looking at? Some weirdness, right? The deal is, the light sources are emanating from people, some of them, and it's also emanating from doors. Pretty cool, eh? So you can see number 2 here, we're seeing all of its light. But number 7, we're blocked from seeing that bit of light. It's not lit up, we can't see it. It's lit, but we can't see it from where we are standing. Same with the general store light, we see 2 of its dots. Cool, eh? And with the 4 over here, the temple, we can just see a little edge of what it lights up. And as we move around, it all changes. Solid 1995 technology, folks. I'll explain what this black business is later, if it's not clear. So there you go. So we're hungry. The next one is monsters can carry light. I guess we've kind of shown that now. Because the townsfolk do that. See how they move? They have a lantern. Some of them don't carry lanterns on purpose. So you'd be walking around the dark and there he'll be. Teleport. Anywho, that's that. That concludes part number 2. Part number 3, making the game more difficult. Changes that make it a little more difficult to win. Alright, there's a bunch of things here, folks, but they're fun. Number 1, mini bosses. Creeping coins and mineral veins. Monsters shoot arrows and cast firebolt. So, yeah, that's cool. Get to that one in a second. Less gold at lower depths. Teleport level trap. Force the player deeper. No stair camping versus Balrog. There are spoilers all through this, folks. I feel bad that I'm showing you the spoilers, because that one's cool. Monsters follow you around corners. Some of them do. And add columns to rooms. Make the game a little bit more difficult. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But first, mini-bosses. Mini-bosses are fun. Let me show you mini-bosses right over here. That's not the right directory. Alright, cave troll. Ta-da! Mini-boss. How can you tell he's a mini-boss? Mini-boss. Special mini-boss right there. He knows how to open doors too. But more importantly, he's a mini-boss. These are unique characters that aren't the Balrog that you can kill in the game. These are unique characters. You can only kill them once, right? Unique creature, I should say. They're always out of depth, meaning a little stronger than the other guys on that level, whatever level they appear on. And it says 650 feet, and that's because of this level right there. But it can be like at 600 or 700. I think there's a little fudge factor there of around 650, not always at 650. So yeah, so that guy appears at 650, and they give special. There's his description. They give special treasure. There's also Haladin the Bandit Lord. So we either get the Cave Troll or Haladin the Bandit Lord. And you remember those rumors? They involve these guys, which is kind of cool. So there are rumors of these special guys. So yeah, let's go find that Cave Troll and kill him. Oh? Alright. So, or Haladin, it's one or the other. I fixed the level up business, so I just hit Control J. Now we're strong. Bam! We said level 650, so let's just go to 13. There we go, 650. Now, I'm just going to look around until we find a capital T or a P. And I'll check them out and see if they are the mini-boss. And when I come back, you'll see it. But I'll be bored from searching. Alright, here we go. Found him! Alright, there he is. We have another guy here. We have a weapon, but it's only a dagger. I guess we can just keep hitting him with our dagger, and we'll heal ourselves if we need it. What do you say? We got Mr. Ranger here. Alright, we'll see if we can get Haladin here. Miss, hit. Okay, we're hitting him. Oh, great. He's one of these guys. Where is he now? You know what? Let's give ourselves an acid ball wand. What do you say? Wouldn't that make it a little easier to kill him? Huh? I think I heard you say, yes, Ben, that would make it much easier, Ben. Wand of acid balls. Searching in the wrong place. $297 is its index, folks. Allocated. Let's pick it up. Nickel wand. We can magically identify things with Control I. Identify 12 objects. Excuse me. Wand of acid balls, 15 charges. Ooh, we'll pick up that moonstone ring and those gauntlets. Some more assistive text there. I think I see him down there. Here he comes. So, I did say that monsters can follow you around corners. Every mini boss does that. Normally, you can just kind of hide. You can just go around a corner and rest. And you're like, haha, I outsmarted you, stupid monster. But in Bmoria, various monsters are smart. And mini bosses are one of them. And you just can't hide behind. He's going to find his way. He's going to open doors. And he'll be in this room if we just stay put. He's not going to get stuck. See how he's moving? Oh, maybe he's not smart. Maybe he's coming through another door. Did I give you the wrong information? I think I did. Alright, here he comes. Oh, geez, that's another thing. Monsters can shoot arrows, and this is one of them. If they're a certain distance away from you, they'll just close the distance. But if they're farther away, they will shoot an arrow sometimes. If they have any left. Which you can see over here. See that? 1 out of 10 times he attacks with a dagger. And he only has one of them, so he threw his dagger at us. Cool, eh? So that's why it says, Haladin the Bandit Lord throws a dagger at you and hits you. Damn you, Haladin. If we look at him, yeah. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, I'll just explain what I see. Hey, look at that, it's a bug with degreasy black hair. Is a 6 foot tall nasty person. Nasty. With greasy black hair. You know, nasty person didn't used to mean anything, and then Donald Trump got elected, and he started using the word nasty woman and stuff, right? We might have to change that. And a small beard. All the bandits in Moria pay tribute to him. Ooh. He has a preternatural glint in his eyes and is a formidable opponent. Preternatural glint means that he has that ability to go around corners. Not sure why it didn't quite work there. Is that a bug? And then it fills out the monster memory completely because we're in wizard mode. So, there you go. Let's hit him with our you-know-what. Aim. Acid ball. It's a bug, folks. God damn it. Do I have to do it again? One of the things is that I wanted to mention was the anywhere targeting. That's the next thing. The next... there's a bug. That right there. All right. One of the things that make the game easier, you don't have to be on a particular... I'm not explaining it well. In old Moria, you had to be on a line. A diagonal line, a vertical line, or a horizontal line. In Bmoria, you don't have to, and that's in the next part. But when I hit the direction 4, it crashes the game. Or alternatively, I can just hit enter, and it should hit him. Or it could crash the game again. Here we go. Crashes the game. What's going on? Ugh. You know what? We're going to give ourselves a fireball instead. $2.95. Cast a spell at us, folks. Aim aluminum wand. Okay, acid balls has a bug. Sorry about this, but you know, beta software. The more I play it, the more bugs I see. So there's one. Got him. So here's the special thing I wanted to show you. Sure, he dropped a silver wand, but there's this. And there's a bug. There you go. So the deal is that is not your average chest. That is a blue painted chest. It's weird. It looks different, doesn't it? And that's how you open it. This is different. This is a special chest. Let's open it. As you open the space chest, there's a bug. Best. There you go. So its contents are magically identified. So that's another hint that you just killed a mini boss. And look at all the cool stuff. And one of the things that drops is a ring of See Invisible, like most of the time. And we know from playing Moria, you need that. You really, really need that. That's the first gate I always talk about. So if you haven't already found one at 650 feet, you get one, basically. If you kill the mini boss. If you don't kill the mini boss, you don't have to. You can just go on, right? But you probably want to kill him, right? Get more experience. It's cool. When did that bug happen? Oh, that's when I maxed out the level. All right. There you go. Creeping coins and mineral veins is really hard to demonstrate because it happens so infrequently. You'll be digging in a tunnel, digging away at gold, and all of a sudden it will be a creeping coin, right? Yeah, that's how it works. Creeping coins and mineral veins, and I think it's one out of every 100 times, so very rarely it will happen. Monsters shoot arrows, we saw that. Less gold at lower depths. Okay, that's a thing. The game gives it way too much gold at the end. It's like an exponential curve. And you'd see in previous games we did on Moria speedruns, the amount of gold you have at the end is just dumb. You know, it's compared to what you can buy in the store, it's dumb. So instead of being so exponential, I kind of taper it off at the end in lower depths. So it's the same, and then I think after level 30 or so, we kind of taper it off. Force a player deeper. All right, this is a mean one. There's this split in how Moria should be played, how a roguelike should be played. Do you let them take their time, or do you have more of a delving game? And it's more exciting if it's a delving game. If you are forced deeper in the dungeon, or if you just explore deeper in the dungeon, it's more exciting because more of the game gets revealed. That's where the fun is in the game. So, this is a spoiler. If you go to 1250, say, for example, and go to 1300 and back 1250 and back to 1300, if you're doing that kind of thing, I think like 5 times. If you go, all of a sudden, the next time there's only a down. So you are forced deeper into the dungeon. There you have it. So there's no upstairs at all in that case. So yeah, cool. Let me know what you think about that one. It's kind of mean. I don't know. Teleport level trap. Well, we can just make one of those. Trap level, I think. Trap. Teleport level 407. What's that? Potions of strength. So that's pretty awesome, right? So right off the bat at 650, it gives you 8 of them. Seems like a lot. Let's quaff them and see how far we get. Isn't that cool? So yeah, that's pretty cool. We're going to make one of these traps. 407. It's there. Searching on. Oh, there it is. We found it. So we're going to demonstrate the teleport level trap by stepping on it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go up or down. We went up this time, but we could have gone down. And that's another way to force the player deeper. Have them step on a thing and all of a sudden we're on a new level. Cool, eh? I like that one. No stair camping versus Balrog. If you're down at 2,500 feet and you find the Balrog and you think you're going to get away, you're not getting away. Big spoiler there. So yeah, if you go up the stairs and the Balrog is near you, the Balrog follows you up the stairs. I think he might crash through the floor. Like he literally just, and he's beside you kind of thing, which is cool. So yeah, that will continue to happen. You can bring him up the dungeon, but he will not go to the town. The other Ben wanted that. He said, can you please make the Balrog go to the town and like blow up all the buildings? Wouldn't that be awesome? Yes, it would be awesome. But it is not implemented like that. Okay, so yeah, monsters follow you around corners. I could probably show that a little bit better, but I think you kind of saw it. Add columns to rooms. For that, we're going to have to go a little deeper. Let's go to level. What is with this bug stuff? Is it because I'm hitting enter like that? I don't know what it is. Wizard mode on. Let's light up the whole thing. What am I looking for? Room with columns. I don't see any straight away. Let's go to level 36. That's not a column there. You'll see them. Let's try 14. Where are the columns at? Oh, I saw one, but that was a special room. The columns that I'm talking about are like 4 corners. They'll be in a corner of a room. Of certain rooms. There you go. Ta-da! So the deal is here that things are going to be behind. We're in wizard mode, so if something's behind them, we'll see them. But the idea is to lose line of sight to parts of the room. So it's just you don't have eyesight to all parts of the room when you go in. And there could be a monster behind the column. That is why I think it makes the game a little bit more difficult, just a touch. So there you go. There's a room with columns in it. We also saw a bunch of other rooms. But you know what? Later on, in the last final part, I will look more in depth at the new rooms that you saw. Alright, that concludes part 3. Part number 4. Changes to make the game easier. I've been entertaining myself by singing this song. It's going to be a funny voice. I can't get my own little doggy. I can't get one that's just small. I can't get my own little doggy. I can't get a doggy at all. There you go. Isn't that fun? Makes me smile. Alright. Alright, here's what we're going to see in this part. Drop stolen items / money on kill. So, when a rogue steals from you, you get it back when you kill him. Or if he's walking along and he picks up something that you wanted, and you kill him, you get it back. That's what the drop picked up items on kill. So if he steals money from you, or he steals items, or you pick something up, you get it back. That makes the game easier. Easier. Excuse me. Appraise monster health on examine. So you can look at a guy and see if he's doing okay. No matter what monster it is, you can tell. And doesn't that make sense, right? You look at something, you go, he's not doing too good. He's very bloody or whatever. More on that later. Throwing potions at monsters. So you can throw potions at monsters. You could always throw potions at monsters in Moria. But it was always like a 1-die-1 thing. 1-die-1 hit. It's yeah, you got him for a hit point. But now the magical effect of the potion will affect the monster if you hit him with it. Which is cool. And more on that later. Demonstrated. Targeting for range attack. We kind of looked at that. It might completely break. Who knows? But more on that in this part. Guarantee restore stat potion in town. That's like a thing that makes the game easier. And all we do is we have this potion of restoration that's sitting in the town. It costs a lot of money. But there you go. Right? So you can always get your stats leveled up if you have gold. Increase missile durability. The idea there is that, in old Moria you would just thwack these arrows into the guy. And then he's dead, right? Well, the assumption in Moria was that the arrows are ruined once they hit the guy. In Bmoria, the assumption is the arrows are sticking in him. They're still there. So you definitely take them out when he's dead, and you get them back. With the caveat that 10% of them you break. So 10% of the arrows are just gone, and that's the idea. So that's what I mean by increased missile durability. The arrows just are easier to recover. All right, monsters effortlessly dodge. This is something that makes the game easier because it lets you know when you have the lowest possible chance of hitting a monster. We saw that in Moria speedruns up against the Balrog, and it's and now in Bmoria it will say the blank effortlessly dodges your attack, meaning you missed and you're gonna keep missing. That's what it means. So yeah, and that's the little hint to the player that all is not well. All right, so let's go over these things. Let's try to demonstrate the stolen items. Maybe level 4 or so, we can probably find a scruffy something or other, a scruffy hobbit. What do you think? When I snap my fingers, we'll be back with something that steals from us. Alright, we're back. Here he is, Mr. Scruffy Hobbit. See him? Here he comes. He's hitting us. Soon he will puff. Steal from us and puff of smoke trick. Come on. Oh, here we go. Purse feels lighter. He steals 72 gold. And he didn't leave us. So let's just hit him with our fireball. Or just our dagger. I'm just concerned that the fireball is going to kill the thing will obliterate the thing he drops. He had a broken sword, but he also had 72 gold pieces. That was our 72 gold pieces. So we got it back. Yay! If you were to leave the level and come back, he's not still there with it. You know, when you leave a level, he's gone. You lost his 72 gold pieces for sure. Drop picked up items on kill. That's hard to demonstrate, so I'm not going to show it. Appraise monster health on examine. Alright, now when you look at the Black Naga after you hit him, he's slightly injured. Pretty cool, eh? Hit him some more. He's moderately injured. That looks like a moderately injured Black Naga. You know he's worse, right? Bunch of misses. Still moderately injured. Oh, he's heavily injured. He's looking not good. Anywho, you get the idea. Oh, he's seriously injured. He does not look really good, folks. Seriously injured. I've been noticing that searching keeps coming on. Anywho, he's dead now. I think when I hit enter, it hits it twice. Like it bounces, the bounce effect. And enter turns on searching. So anyway, there you go. That is appraise monster health on examine. So yeah, you know how monsters can move around. You're like, did I hit that one or that one? Especially when they start doing this. They start breeding. It's like, which is which? Because I want to make sure I kill the one I already hit. Makes the game easier. Throwing potions at monsters. For that, we're going to need a potion of sleep. Potion of sleep, 251. Magenta potion identified. Potion of sleep. Excuse me. Now we have to find something that can be slept, because not everything can be slept. A yeet can probably be slept. You don't always hit the guy, right? I should have made more than one. But I'll try it. Throw potion of sleep at this guy. Please don't crash. Yeah. The potion of sleep hits the black yeek. The black yeek falls asleep. Yay! So that's demonstrated. Cool. So the fun thing there is when you're like on level 50 and you're picking up these potions and a kobold has you in the corner, right? And you have all these unidentified potions. Some of them are going to be bad for you, but bad for the kobold too, right? So you just start throwing stuff. And one of them might be Potion of Confusion, because that's popular on level 50. And there you go. Cool, eh? So that makes the game easier. It's like the kitchen sink thing. The kitchen sink attack. Just throw everything. Alright, guaranteed restore stat potion. Oh, targeting for range attack, didn't do that. Well, I would like to get back into that room with all the worms in it. We're in wizard mode, so that's why we see those guys there. In case you're wondering if that's normal. It's not. Fell through a trapdoor and we seg faulted. Wow. Ugh. Son of a crapper. We're just leaving this level. Get to a room with guys in it. There you go. We need a scroll of light. We can get 3 of them with 359. All right. Oh, is this guy? Yeah. Okay. Here's the deal. Range attack. In Bmoria, the old way used to be you have to be on the line. And you'd be like doing this. Am I on the line with that guy? I don't know if I am. Meanwhile, he's breathing on you. He's like hitting you from any direction. Fix that bug. That's like a fair fight bug where they can hit you from any angle and you can only hit them from one angle. Targeting for range attack means you can hit for any direction. So I'm going to go here. But I still play. I still play the game. I still could do that when I don't have to. Alright, so I'm going to aim my fireball wand. And it says a giant white rat. So that's the selected monster that I just have to enter and he hits him. I can hit tab to recall his details. Or I can hit another monster. I can type another monster like the S. And it will hit him instead. If there's more than one S, I can cycle between them. So I hit S, 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 enter. That's how that works. It's like, and it always hits the one closer to you first because it's a bigger threat. So yeah, you'll cycle through and it will like out farther and farther until you hit the S way back that you're going for. But typically, it's just like this. So you just hit enter. It's typically going to be the thing that's close to you. Or if you want to train your fingers, you always hit the letter that you see. So I want to hit the skeleton, so I hit S. Right? And now I do it again. I hit aim, fireball, and I can hit R to accept that R, or I can hit enter. I'll hit R. And that's it. I think that is the best way to do targeting in a roguelike. After a lot of thought. Put a lot of work into that sucker. A lot of thought and a lot of work into making it work just right. Because you do it over and over and over again, it better be easy. There is a little bit of a thing though. Sometimes you want to shoot in a direction. Like for a wand to mud wand, right? You want to aim at the wall, right? So that's still there. And sometimes, when you play in roguelike mode, the direction letters, like H for that way, for west, that way on your screen, is the same as harpy. So in that case, it has to ask a special question. Do you mean west or do you mean harpy? So it's kind of sucky for the roguelike players. But for the original Moria key code players, it works flawlessly. Alright. Guarantee restore stat potion. Alright, let's go look for it. Isn't that craziness? It's just, I never get used to that. Looking for potion of restoration. I don't see it there, do you? Nope. Let's go look in number 5. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe it's not here. Is it here? Potion of restoration? Nope. Oh, you're killing me. Blubbering idiot. You know what? Potion of Restoration is not here all the time. We just confirmed it. Unless I'm just not looking properly. It should have been here. It's really not there. Let's go away and come back. But we'd have to sleep. Yeah, okay, I'm going to snap my fingers and we'll sleep and we'll be back in the town. Alright. It moved our town. That's a bug. How the heck does that happen? Well, it's not there. Five potions of restoration. So that guaranteed resource stat is kind of not always there. But there you can see them. The potion of restoration restores all of your stats for a price. Increased missile durability. For that, I guess we'd have to buy a bow and arrows. There's the bow, but there's no arrows. Or we can just fabricate them. Or is there there's iron shots. Is there a crossbow? No. Alright, let's fabricate, folks. Alright. Let's go down into the dungeon here. Find something to fill with arrows. Something more humanoid, like that icky thing. How do we get there? I like a Zoa. Where? Composite bow. Fire. Arrow. And then it's this again. So we just hit enter. One arrow hit him. It hit him. I saw it. Another arrow. And we got him. We look at that. There's 2 arrows. There we got our arrows back. We didn't lose one. We're back to 23. Isn't that awesome? Yes. Yes, Ben, it's awesome. And I explained the effortlessly dodge, so I'm not going to actually show that one. But like I said, it says, the blubbering icky thing effortlessly dodges your attack! Exclamation point. Exclamation mark, exclamation point. I don't know. Probably point. Okay, that concludes part number 4. Did you know Bmoria is like my favorite thing? It's just so awesome. Sure, it's got bugs. It just crashes all of a sudden. But the features are all so... they're so wonderfully balanced and wonderfully chosen, lovingly selected. Oh, jeez. I want to play this game, folks. So, part 5, everything else. There's a bunch of these. In this part, there's 3 of these. This is the first of, 5A. Don't spawn monsters on rubble. I don't have to show that one because that's like a fix. Always show list on prompt. I'll explain that. Use 1 key for spell casting. I'll explain that. Prioritize spell books per class. Render unexplored tiles differently. We've seen that. I haven't explained it. 2-way stairs, which seems pretty explanatory. And deep pits and or chasms. All right. Don't spawn monsters on rubble. In Moria, sometimes a monster would spawn on top of rubble, and you'd be hitting nothing would be happening, but he'd be hitting you, and he would kill you eventually because you'd be zoned out. Happened to me a couple times. So that doesn't happen anymore. Always show list on prompt. When you hit I, you see your inventory right away. You don't hit I star, right? When you hit where, it doesn't say which one hit star to see the list. It just shows you the list. And that goes way back to modem days where you didn't want to have to watch the screen redraw. Well, we don't, that's not a concern anymore. So we just show the list every time. So that's what always show list on prompt means. You don't have to hit star. Use one key for spell casting. Remember how I said all of the key commands were the same? I lied. The one that's different is P. P for pray has gone away. It's silly. It's silly to tie up that, they're both spell casting. One is a prayer that is answered by God, which might as well be a spell, right? And the other is a spell. So yeah, that was a suggestion by the other Ben. Can we normalize this? And that's a fair thing. So it's added. Prioritize spell books per class. So you have everybody except a warrior cast spells, but only one set of books is useful for them. So sometimes you would be in the class where you pick up a book and it's not your book. There, I'm on screen. Pick up a book, but you have your other two books, right? And you pick up a book equals to A, and your books go to B and C, and it screws up your finger memory, where you just want to do MAA direction. Now it's MBA because there's another book in the way. Well, if you prioritize the spellbooks per class, you always put the opposite book, the book that's not for you, below the ones that are for you. So that is just a cool idea that the other Ben had as well. All right, render unexplored tiles differently. We've seen this, like part of the Unicode thing. This is like, these are Unicode characters. I should have explained Unicode in part 1. Okay, these are Unicode characters. That's what a chasm looks like. See that craziness? And an open pit looks like that. And two-way staircase looks like that. Right? Those are not your standard letters. Those are Unicode, UTF-8 characters. Cool. So, yeah. And when we render unexplored tiles, this is a character. It's not a color. It's actually a character. So the deal is, when we walk around, there's a difference between something that's not lit and a place we've never been. So let's go down to like level 30. Hopefully it won't crash. And that's why it looks like this. That's why the unexplored stuff goes away, right? And turns black, meaning unlit. And we can probably just light up this. Cool, eh? So that's what's going on with the weirdness on screen. Excuse me. Yeah. So now you see what's going on. Oh, and look, that capital P down there, he is a fire giant, and I can tell because he's lit up like a Christmas tree. He's lit up. Isn't that cool? There he is. I can see him. Yes, that's cool. Yes, it's cool, Ben. Why are you so excited? Because it's cool. Yeah, so that's render unexplored tiles differently. Two-way stairs is up next. And for that, we just kind of got to look around. Let's light up the whole thing. and look at our map. Oh, look, it's a chasm right there. We got a chasm room. Gee, I wouldn't want to like teleport onto that. Wouldn't. And there's two-way stairs right there along the way. So, those are the two things we're going to look at. We're going to make our way in that direction, kill everything we see. Alright, how do we get there, Ben? Not that way. Looks like we might get to the chasms first. Nope. Kill them all. Incidentally, an aside, I was listening to a podcast, and maybe I've said this, but the guy came up with the T-shirt, and a famous T-shirt company ripped him off and stole his idea. But he maintains he's the guy who figured it out, and it was so popular that strangers were like, "Where do I get that shirt?" And the shirt was, "Kill them all and let Rod sort them out." And it was a picture of Rod Stewart on his shirt. I like that. Kill them all and let Rod sort it out. Anyway, there's the two-way stairs. We can go up or down just by moving onto it. A nice Unicode UTF character. Move onto it. Hit the, what do you call those letters? Glyphs. Greater than or less than? Do you have a special word for what those are? Crescendo and I don't know. I call them brackets, square brackets, squiggly brackets, but what are those? Right? It's like a kind of bracket. But anyway, yeah, step on it into two-way stairs. Nothing special. Let's move on to the chasm. Ben seems particularly crazy this morning. What's going on? Why does Ben seem crazy? Because it's early, it's 7:16, and it's too much fun. Too early. How do you get there? Okay. Look at that cool room. Alright. We're in the chasm room. We're here. It's supposed to be kind of reminiscent of Lord of the Rings. Right? And there's a way across. It's chasms on deep sides. You can look at it. A very deep pit. Right? You look across the way. A deep chasm. Or a giant blue centipede. So it's very echoey in here. I won't do an effect, but you know. So the deal is you can I guess you can't run across here. But you can't accidentally run into a chasm. But if you make the mistake of stepping onto it, you will fall down into it, and you may die. You probably won't. But, yeah, depending on how far you fall. Here we go. We're at 12:50 now. You fall into the chasm. I fell in. And I crashed. And I landed at 1,500. And look at my hit points, 2. So I wonder why I crashed. Don't know which caused it there. Level generation of the chasm. Anywho, that is part 5A. Everything else. But there's more to see. There's also something called tourist mode. That's cool. Demonstrate that. Oh, it has a bug, I remember now. Bump into doors opens them. Haven't really shown that one yet. Bumping into gold digs it. Wow. Something called a bones character. Starting gear tweaks and shield of light. So that's what we're going to see in this part here. First things first, starting gear tweaks. We started with more stuff. I don't know if you noticed. but we had that potion of Cure Light Wounds with us from the very start. So per class, you start with new stuff. And I believe we even started with armor. No, we didn't. Should have probably, eh? But yeah, so we're a mage, so we start with some stuff. And we try to keep the balance of things by... we actually spend the money that we have to buy those items. So the balance of the game is not messed with by tweaking the starting gear. I believe with the ranger you will start with the bow, that kind of thing. With the warrior, I think you might start with the small sword. All right, so there you go. That's starting gear tweaks. Let's go bump into a door now. That's easy to show. Maybe that's easier. Right beside a door. Closed door. Does it explain that? Oh, I missed the assistive text there. Let me just make a note of that. Alright, so to open the door, we just bump it. Ta-da! And if it's locked, it will try to unlock it. And the whole thing is modeled. It just doesn't open the door. It's actually taking the steps to try it repeatedly until it's open. Same with the blocked door. So there we picked the lock. Trying to find a stuck door. Yeah, but you get the idea. There's just the one case we haven't seen of you bash the door open. There you go. After 2 attempts, the door crashes open. So, and that's a particular weird case. Because when you bash a door and fail and you lose your balance, you're actually paralyzed for a couple of turns. So that's all modeled. You get paralyzed, you bash, you paralyze, you bash. And if something runs into you while you're lockpicking or you're bashing or you're paralyzed, you're disturbed from the loop and you will stop picking the door or whatever. So yeah, so it doesn't just open the door, it's all modeled. Cool, eh? And it's so much easier. You just hit the thing. That was the other Ben's idea too. It's a very good idea. And I don't remember whose idea this was, but the bumping into gold digs it. So for that, we need a shovel. Gotta have a shovel. Let's get a real shovel. 357. We got a shovel. I'm going to snap my fingers, and when we're back, I'll have found some gold to dig. I have found some gold to dig. The deal is here that we have a shovel in our possession. And we want to make it easier to dig out stuff without switching and doing all the crap. So we have a shovel in our pack, and maybe this will work, maybe it won't. But I'm just going to hit up. You'll notice our composite bow is wielded, and the shovel is in our pack. What's going to happen? Bump. Was wielding a composite bow. You have finished the tunnel. Was wielding shovel. Now we're wielding composite bow. And the composite bow is back. The shovel is back in our pack. And we have 27 gold pieces of silver. Huh? Isn't that nice? I like that. So, the cool thing there is you can have 2 weapons. You can have one weapon here and one weapon, ready to exchange and have on your back, and one in your hand. You keep your shovel in your pack, right? And it will just switch and do it all automatically. If you get hit and stuff while you do this, it will abort the situation. But you could have a shovel in your hand to fight the guy that has disturbed you. So that's that. Isn't that cool? Very cool. And let's say, here's another, I don't have more to, oh I do, over here. We're going to exchange out that and put the shovel on our back. The shovel's on our back, so it can't be stolen. In our pack it can be stolen, right? So we keep it on our back so it can't be stolen, and then we just do this. It exchanges it automatically and gives us our bow back. So yeah, there you go. That is bumping into gold to dig it. Saves lots of time. Takes away one of the monotonous parts of the game. Alright, Bones character. Not my idea. It was a suggestion, I think off of Reddit. Somebody said we need the cross-game benefit. It sucks to play a character and you lose them. While the Bones character appears, let's say your character's name was Dan. Dan, if he dies, will appear in your next game as a ghost, and he'll have all the stuff that he had before. All you got to do is kill him, right? Which might be difficult. So he appears on the level that he died on, and he has all of his stuff, or most of it, or something to that effect. So yeah, so that's a Bones character. What do you think about that? Is that, it sucks to make the game easier in a way, but I don't know. You try to give people what they want, and that is a problem. Oh my God, I have to start over. One of those things. Shield of Light. Let me show you the Shield of Light. That is called the Crystal Shield, Index 132. Here's the Crystal Shield. Crystal Shield of Light. We're going to put that on. Now, I believe this has a couple of functions. One is you don't need to wear your torch anymore. Because we have this Shield of Light. And we'll just go to some other level here. And notice how we have a light source. No light source is wielded, but we have our shield on, right? Isn't that cool? And it never runs out. I believe it also lights up any room you step into. I guess we're hitting with our bow. Wield dagger. Let's see. There's a room, folks. There. It lights up every room. We're confused and whatnot. We'll cure ourselves. What is going on? Anywho, you see what's going on here with respect to lighting up every room because we have the Crystal Shield of Light. Alright, last page, folks. Coming up. Here we go. Necklace of Luck. I won't show that one, but it's a necklace, and I think it increases your odds of hitting. That's what it does. I think. Let's look at it. Items. Luck. There's a ring of luck and a necklace of luck. Oh, there it is. It says better treasure. That's what it is. So you will receive better treasure randomly, meaning levels just have better treasure there, or when you kill a monster and it drops stuff, you receive better treasure. That's what luck is. Wow, I forgot about that. Cool. Beans. The next one is rings. How many rings do we currently have? Not enough to demonstrate this. We got 2. We need a third ring. the ring whole thing has been revamped. Ring of Strength, 133. Alright. Identify all the stuff. Wear. Ring of Strength. It just puts it on your hand. Left or right, doesn't matter. It just puts it on. That's like the old Moria. Put on the next ring. Ring of Searching. It just says, oh, you have the other hand available? We'll put it there. Right? Just like the old Moria. You can see it put the first one on our right hand and it put the second one on our left hand. And now it's the age-old question in Moria, back before this was fixed. What hand do you put this one on? Right? So you say, wear Ring of See Invisible. It doesn't ask you left or right. It shows you A and B. Huh? Isn't that nice? So, and it doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? It shows us A and B, but it doesn't show us rings. Bug. I don't know how it's broken. It worked before. Why is that broken? I don't know. Huh. Anyway, the idea is that it shows you A and B with the two rings, not left and right. So in the old game, it would always ask L or R, and you'd be like, I don't know. And you'd have to escape, equip, look, go back. Remember? We did that many, many times. But it's broken. I don't know why it's broken. I really don't know why it's broken. Anywho, new rooms. Let's go down to 40 or so, and we'll light them up. So these are abnormally shaped rooms. So the idea is to give more variety. So instead of all the rooms being squares or varieties of it, you can see it's kind of more jagged. Same deal. We did see the chasm room. That's a special room. And here's a new special room right here. There's a bunch of circular rooms with different insides. And that's one of them. Cool, eh? So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Just the new variety. There's some columns. Let's go down again. We'll go down to like 47. Light them up. And you'll see that there's another thing there called caverns. The idea behind caverns is the dungeon is under construction. There are workers here. And there's a very irregular shape going on. And there's our cavern right up there. And you will also find, at levels where there are caverns, you will find objects that miners use. Like a dwarven miner's helmet. Isn't that cool? See, the idea is that they were working here, something killed them all, and now you just have their stuff lying behind. Isn't that cool? Yes, Ben, it's cool. Alright, and the last one is dragon skeletons that I won't demonstrate. It's just a random thing that's around. It's like there's all these dragons. Wouldn't there be a dragon skeleton around? Isn't that kind of cool? Alright, folks. Oh, wow. The sun is just coming up. I've been doing this for a while. Hopefully I can get this out today. Doesn't the chasm look cool? Doesn't it look cool? Look how cool. Wow. It's cool. Anyway, that is all I wanted to show. Do you have any questions? You can send them to me publicly or privately or whatever you think. If you have your own ideas, I'll bounce them off the other Ben and see what he thinks, and we'll have a chat about whatever feature you want to have added. As long as it's good, it's balanced, not too hard to do, I'll certainly consider it. And that is the Bmoria update. We did it, folks. Until next time. See you later.